Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way for today's live match watch along as Watford take on West Bromwich Albion away from home at the Hawthorns. I've had a lovely day so far out in the sunshine. It was meant to rain today. But yeah, it's been lovely and sunny out. So I've had a lovely morning outside. And yeah, we're here today to watch the Watford match. As I just mentioned, we take on West Brom away from home at the Hawthorns. West Brom, of course, are having a fantastic season. I think they're currently live fifth in the Championship. They're very, very comfortable indeed. I believe they're about 6 or 7 points clear of sixth position. And I'm sure they'll want to kind of continue their good run of form today. He didn't know already, by the way, Nathaniel Chalobah, former Watford player. He also plays for West Brom. He starts on the bench for them today. So I'll be interested to see if he has any impact on this game as well. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for the game. Again, a very odd kickoff time. It is Easter weekend, which means in the UK, all the football is happening at very odd times. And it's not usual that we'll be here on a Monday at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. But here we are ready to watch Watford. Let me know how you guys are doing in the live chat as well. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the game. We'll run through the Watford team in just a moment as well. I'm watching the Hawthorns right in front of me here as well. And the players should be coming out in the next few minutes or so. I can see the sprinklers on the pitch, watering the pitch ahead of kickoff. And yeah, West Brom sit fifth in the Championship on 67 points. Coventry are in seventh position on 60 points. So if West Brom win today, yeah, they could potentially go 10 points clear of seventh position, which is really good for them. Watford sit 14th in the Championship. I believe with a win today, Watford can go up to 12th position. And for me personally, I just want a positive end to this season under Tom Cleverley, really, and hopefully we'll continue to get some positive results. The Leeds game, was really good to watch. I was really impressed with Watford's performance against Leeds, especially defensively. I thought we were excellent. Wesley Hute comes back into the team today as well, which we'll discuss in just a moment. But yeah, against Leeds, excellent defensively. I thought a couple of the midfield players as well had really good games. Tom Bashiri, I was very impressed with. Kayembe, for me, impressed me in that game as well. Yasser Espria, of course, does what Yasser Espria does. Dennis with a great goal. Bio even scoring a good goal as well, which was really good to see. But we'll run you through the Watford team now. I'll just get it up for you on the screen. There we go. You can see that nice and clear. And a couple of changes for Watford today. Wesley Hute and Ismail Kone coming into the team. Let's take a look. So it's Daniel Batman in goal, Francisco Sierralta, Wesley Hute, and Ryan Porteous at the back. Jamal Lewis and Ryan Andrews will be acting as the wing backs. Once again, you would assume you've got the 3 centre backs there and the 2 wing backs. And then it looks like in midfield, you'll probably have Ismail Kone, Tom Bashiri, and Yasser. Well, Yasser Esprit is on the bench. So it'll probably be, well, I'm looking at this now. It'll be Tom Deli, Kone. Yeah, Tom Deli, Kone, and Kayembe potentially. Maybe Kone will play the more advanced of them 3. And then, yeah, you'll have the front 2 of Dennis and Bio. So, yeah, a couple of changes to Watford, which might change the dynamic slightly. I'm interested to see what Kone can do in this system that Tom Cleverley has implemented. And then, yeah, Dennis fit to start. There was maybe a slight concern he had a groin injury after the Leeds game. But yeah, good to see Dennis start. And I think the one disappointing thing for me is the fact that Yasser Esprit is on the bench, but perhaps you have to consider that Tom Cleverley is kind of managing his minutes. Lots of football to be played. We've got the game today, the game on Saturday, and I think there's a game next Wednesday away at Ipswich Town as well. So lots of football to be played in the coming weeks. Looking at the bench, we've got Ben Hamer, Tom Ince, Jake Livermore, who's struggling to get a game at the moment, Livermore, which is probably disappointing from his perspective, looking at the season he's had so far. Mileta Rajovic, Matty Pollock moves to the bench, as does Yasser Espria, Matthias Martins, James Morris, and Messiah Edwards, who is a promising academy player who hopefully we'll get to see at some point during this game, depending, I'm sure, on how it is going. So, yeah, lots to be excited about, lots to be quite nervous about as well, because we obviously don't want, Tom Cleverley to get any hate from Watford fans, which I'm sure he won't. But, we've had such a positive start under Tom Cleverley's tenure so far, and hopefully we'll continue that moving forward. But yeah, looking at Watford's fixtures from now until the end of the season, we've got West Brom today, playoff challenges. We've got Southampton to come in the next few weeks, Ipswich next midweek as well. So yeah, lots of tough but exciting Championship games to come. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Kickoff's going to occur in a couple of minutes' time. VJ is in chat. Hello, VJ. How you doing, my friend? I'm all good. Spent some lovely time outdoors today. It was meant to be raining, but yeah, the sun has been out for quite a while. So yeah, I was enjoying the sunshine earlier today, and I'm looking forward to watching Watford right now. Just waiting for the players to emerge out of the tunnel at the Hawthorns. Here comes Mileta Rajovic, I can see. And yeah, I'm excited, really excited. Let's get your score predictions in the chat as well. What shall I go with? I'm going to go with West Brom. They're in the playoff places. I'm going to go with, I've got to be positive. I'm going to go 2-2, and I'll go with Dennis to get a goal. And I'll go with Ismail Kone to get a goal actually as well for Watford. So I'll go 2-2 in this one, and draw for Watford away from home. I think we would all take that. Hindi, unfortunately, due to legal reasons, I can't, as you say, show the game on here, but you can listen to my commentary, and hopefully I can guide you throughout this game. But yeah, I'm unable to show the game on YouTube, as that would be me breaking the law. But I'm more than happy to obviously sit here and tell you what is happening during the match. Still waiting for the players to come out of the tunnel. And as I say, each week when we do a watch along like this, usually we're probably about 30 or 40 seconds behind the real-time game, of course, because I'm watching and then streaming to you guys here on YouTube as well. So if there's a slight delay, I do apologize. There's nothing I can do about that personally, but it's what happens, of course, when I'm streaming over the internet. And the players still not emerged out of the tunnel. There must be a slight delay going on here at the Hawthorns. But yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully Dennis can get another goal. That would be great to see. And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hopefully trying to hit 870 subscribers today. So if you haven't already, click the button down below, aiming to 870 today. But yeah, very much looking forward to this game. Players still not emerging out of the tunnel. I don't know what is going on at the Hawthorns. But yeah, the players taking their time to come out today. And yeah, not too much of a long trip for Watford. West Brom, obviously near Birmingham. So yeah, not too far to go. Probably about an hour and a half drive from Watford, which isn't too bad, really. I expect the away end is probably sold out. So yeah, not too bad for the Watford travelling supporters today. The Hornets House is in chat as well. Hello, how are you doing? I'm all good. Yeah, really looking forward to this game. Hopefully Tom Cleverley can pick up another positive result. And I think the question we have to ask is, if this game ends up in the positive way. I mean, we'll probably discuss this later on in the stream, but I think there's maybe a discussion to be had about the future of Tom Cleverley at Watford. The players are now coming out after a few minutes delay, which is good to see. Watford donning our home kit. We're not wearing our away kit today or the third kit. We're wearing the famous yellow and black of the Hornets. And yeah, the Watford away fans there in full voice at a sunny Hawthorns today as well. And yeah, the players are all out lining up on the pitch as I speak. And yeah, it will be a tough test for Watford today. I thought Watford were going to get humiliated against Leeds, and I was so wrong. The performance against Leeds was really impressive. Of course, with the caveat that the game was at Vicarage Road, so we had the home support behind the team. This is slightly different. Watford going away to a playoff challenging team. The dynamic there is slightly different, but I still think Watford should be capable of putting in a good performance, really. Excuse me. Adventures with Lennon. Hello, buddy. How you doing? He's gone 1-0 to Watford with a Dennis goal. That is what we like to see. A clean sheet would be lovely. VJ has gone 2-1 to Watford. Kone and Dennis to score, and a Ryan Porteous own goal. I have to mention as well, Wesley Hoot back from suspension, finally, arguably our player of the season. Wesley Hoot back from his 2-match suspension after picking up them 2 yellow cards. Not 2 yellow cards. He got 10 yellow cards, which means a 2-match ban. He's back from suspension today. The West Brom team, Alex Palmer in goal, Connor Townsend, Carl Bartley as well in there. Okay, Yakuzlu. They've got some great players, West Brom. Watford, they've got Dan Batman, Porteous, Francisco Sierra, Wesley Hoot, Jamal Lewis, Tom Deli Bashiri, Edu Kayembe, Ryan Andrews, Ismail Kone, Emmanuel Dennis, and Vakun Bio. And some good options to bring off the bench as well, if needed. The likes of Yasser Espria, Mileta Rajovic, Matty Pollock, and Matthias Martins, all on the bench for Watford as well. Jacob, hello, buddy. How you doing? He says, come on, you horns. That's what we like to see, Jacob. Hindi is a Baggies fan in the chat as well. Hopefully we can beat you today, Hindi. Jacob's gone 2-1 to Watford. That's what I like to see, Jacob. And yeah, a slight delay with the kickoff for some reason. I think the players were slightly delayed coming out of the tunnel, but we're nearly ready to go here at the Hawthorns. At a very sunny Hawthorns, actually, as well. Looks like it's sold out, and hopefully should be a good day of championship action here today. And as I mentioned earlier, trying to hit 870 subscribers today, which is 2 away from that goal now. So if you are new around here and you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button right there down below, and I'll try and guide you through the game as well as I can do. I'm not a professional commentator by any means, but yeah, it should be a good laugh. Hopefully we can see a few Watford goals, and yeah, here we go. Gavin Ward, the referee for today's game, and yeah, literally about to kick off here with a slight delay for some reason. I'm not sure what the delay is at the Hawthorns today, but yeah, slightly late kicking off. The Hornets house has got some question marks about Espria being benched, but nevertheless, viva la Clevs. Yeah, I mean, Espria, I assume that's just to manage his minutes. Obviously, he's, one of our more talented players in the squad. I don't think there's anything, malicious there really about benching Espria. I just think it's, managing his minutes. We've got a lot of games in the next few weeks. So yeah, I think that's probably the reason behind Espria's exclusion. What a great player to bring on as well. What a talented player to have on the bench, really. But we have kicked off now at the Hawthorns. And yeah, here we go. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to a good afternoon of championship football on this Easter Monday. Did you guys get any chocolate over this Easter weekend? I got quite a few Easter eggs. I can't eat them all at once because otherwise I would get fat. So I'm having to manage my chocolate intake. But yeah, I've got a lot of chocolate sitting behind me right there. So yeah, I'm going to have to be careful. Right, here we go. Watford's under a little bit of pressure early on in this game. A minute gone so far at the Hawthorns. West Brom playing quite a high line and having possession with their defenders so far. Watford trying to win the ball back. Dennis chasing down a loose ball here. Townsend puts the ball over the top and it's headed away by Ryan Porteous there. Yeah, come on, Watford. A positive result. I'd take a draw, absolutely. I really, really would. And yeah, what have you guys been up to over this Easter weekend? The weather's not been too bad, actually. I was expecting it to be a bit more rainy than it has been here in the UK. Ball over the top, headed behind by Francisco Sierra. West Brom win their first corner of the game here very early on. And yeah, a corner to West Brom here. I'm not sure how dangerous they are from corners. I can't say I've watched a lot of West Brom this season. But yeah, they start the game here with a corner. And yeah, West Brom shooting towards the Watford fans in this first half. Here's the corner. It's whipped in. It's headed away. West Brom still have possession of the ball, looking to get another cross into the box. Watford defend well. Still with West Brom, though, looking to maybe create a shooting opportunity here. And yeah, that's a poor pass there, and goes out for a goal kick to Watford. Carl Bartley with it there with a poor pass for West Brom. And yeah, Batman here, ready to take the goal kick. Come on, Watford. As I said earlier, it's a slightly different dynamic compared to the Leeds game. Oh, Jamal Lewis has been done here, down this left-hand side. Tom Bashiri wins it back well, though. Marauding through the midfield, looking to find the runs of Bayo or Dennis here. Kone playing in quite an advanced position as well, almost playing as a 10 in this game at the moment. And yeah, quite evident Watford still playing with them three centre-backs. Sierralta at the middle, Hoot on the left, and Ryan Porteous on the right of them three centre-backs. Matty Pollock probably unlucky to have been dropped, actually, for this game. I thought he had a really good performance against Leeds, so I do feel for Matty Pollock slightly. And yeah, as I said, the West Brom fans, I'm sure, will be right up for this game. Hopefully the Watford players can kind of handle that atmosphere. And here come West Brom once again. I think we was kind of spoiled with the Leeds game as well. It was such a entertaining end-to-end game. This is probably going to be a 0-0 ball draw, no doubt. But yeah, the Leeds game was certainly, an entertaining one for both me, and the neutrals to watch as well. Oja says he'd be happy with a draw, but going for the win. Come on, you Horns. That's what we like to see. Welcome back to the stream, Oja, as well. Nearly 5 minutes played at the Hawthorns here. West Brom send it out wide on this right-hand side. Jamal Lewis with some defending to do. He doesn't close down his man. A shooting opportunity potentially here. It's blocked. And yeah, Jamal Lewis beaten very easily there down the flank. Not really closing down his man at all. Quite standoffish there from Jamal Lewis. And I think that's been an issue from him throughout this season. Just doesn't quite commit to making that challenge, does he? And actually going forward as well, sometimes he's wanting to utilise his pace. He doesn't seem to want to sprint forward as well. So, yeah, Jamal Lewis is an interesting player for me. Would I sign him permanently at the end of the season? At this current moment, I probably wouldn't. I think the price tag is about £4 million from Newcastle, which we agreed, which is a lot of money, at least for Watford anyway. So I think there's probably better options out there at left back. And yeah, I don't think Jamal Lewis he's not done anything particularly wrong, but he's not impressed me enough to go, let's spend, 4 million of Gino's money on him, if you know what I mean. So yeah, hopefully he can, impress the club between now and the end of the season, and we can see what happens then. But he's not been great. Yeah, not a lot's happened so far. West Brom with the majority of possession. Quite a few loose passes as well. Watford win a throw in there from a West Brom long ball that went to absolutely nobody. Ryan Porteous taking the throw for Watford here in our defensive third. And yeah, I was just glad to see some sunshine earlier. Actually, to be honest with you, it's been so rainy, wet and dull here in the UK. I was just excited to see some sun. But here's Dennis driving forward. Dennis needs some support here, really. West Brom have got 6 or 7 players back already. Here's Kayembe, plays it back to Porteous. Into Sierralta. Hoot on this left-hand side, plays a quick ball into Tom Delly in midfield. He turns away from his man. Jamal Lewis into Tom Delly, back to Wesley Hoot. Watford not progressing too much up the pitch at the moment. I think Watford are probably just pleased to have a little bit of the ball, to be honest with you. Goes all the way back to Daniel Batman. Oh no, Sierralta with a loose pass here and a chance to capitalise for West Brom. Batman makes the save. Oh my gosh, that should have been a goal. Batman with a huge save. Francisco Sierralta with a poor first touch. He gives the ball away. And yeah, West Brom probably should have gone one go up here. I'm just watching the replay back. Terrible touch from Francisco Sierralta. No awareness from him whatsoever. Great save from Dan Batman here. And yeah, Porteous does just enough to send it behind for a West Brom corner, but they should have gone one go up there really early on. And it's headed over by West Brom once again. Yeah, Watford under a lot of pressure early on here. Not, the start that we saw against Leeds by Watford. Yeah, good save from Dan Batman there. Jacob agrees. And yeah, a lot of pressure there early on. And I know Batman gets his critics, but as a pure shot stopping goalkeeper, I do think is pretty decent. So yeah, good save there from Batman. Oh, shot by Kayembe there as well. Watford's first shot of the game. Doesn't challenge the goalkeeper too much, but it was on target. And yeah, Watford's first shot of the game. Kayembe just getting into a little bit of space. I think that's on his weaker foot there as well. Wasn't really into either of the two corners in the goal, but yeah, decent attempt there from Edu Kayembe. And yeah, two chances in quick succession here for both sides. Yeah, great save from Dan Batman. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you remember, Jacob, against Leeds, I think Dan Batman made a double save in that second half as well to kind of keep Watford in the game as well. So, yeah, Batman is performing pretty well so far. Come on, Watford. Furlong taking a long throw here. A really long throw. He's almost gone into the crowd. Furlong throws it. Oh. West Brom still have the ball here. Oh, wow, and another fantastic save from Daniel Batman. Goodness me, could be 2-0 to West Bromwich Albion already. Asante that time with the header. And yeah, really good save from Batman. He was stretching, full stretch there from Batman. Great header from Asante. Got a lot of power on that. Goes behind for another West Brom corner. Watford under a lot of pressure here at the moment. Come on, Watford. Corner's whipped in here. Batman claims, well claimed by Dan Batman, looking to distribute it quickly. He does so. He plays it into midfield here, into Dennis. Oh, and West Brom got a lot of players back here. Still with Dennis, though. A great mazy run here from Emmanuel Dennis. He's got to lay it off, though. A little bit selfish there from Dennis, trying to do too much almost and trying to be Watford's hero. And yeah, Watford regained possession, but West Brom, very good at getting a lot of players back very quickly to kind of hinder any chance of the counter attack from Watford. And Bayer had a chance to run through there, but the goalkeeper gets out quickly and sends it out for a Watford throw. Richard Lee's afternoon, James. Afternoon, Richard. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a wonderful Easter weekend. Yeah, it's not been a great start, Richard, to say the least, in this game. Still 0-0, which is a positive thing. But two saves from Daniel Batman have kept Watford in this game. Luckily for us. Oh, come on, Watford. Oja says Dennis is always selfish. Well, sometimes it pays off, Oja. You could argue Dennis was selfish making that run against Leeds and a couple of step overs, but his skill there led to him putting Watford ahead. So sometimes it's frustrating seeing Dennis play, but equally sometimes on his day he's a very special player. Here's Dennis again though, spreads it out wide to Ryan Andrews, making a run down his right hand side here. And West Brom, doing a good job of closing Watford down really quickly here. Not a lot of time for these Watford players to really, create anything at the moment. Here's Wesley Hughes, plays it out to Lewis. Watford looking to create an attacking opportunity here. Vacuum Bio picks up the ball now. Vacuum Bio into Ismail Kone. Ismail Kone picking up a number 10 sort of position, but he puts it out straight for a West Brom throw in. And what a wasted pass that was from Ismail Kone. A little bit sloppy there when Watford had possession quite high up the pitch. Yeah, Kone's an interesting player as well. Like sometimes Kone can put in such good performances, and sometimes, he looks lost out on the pitch. You never really know quite what you're going to get from Ismail Kone in a Watford shirt. Goes out for another West Brom throw there, another sloppy pass from Watford. Referee blows up for a West Brom throw, saying Wesley Hoot fouled someone there. Wesley Hoot with a fresh haircut, by the way. I used to love Wesley Hoot's long hair, but he's got rid of that now. He's gone for the short style instead. Maybe that's what he does. Maybe he has short hair for the summer months and then grows his hair out in the winter. If I get a chance to speak to him, I'll ask him about that. There you go. Francisco Sierralta mopping up the loose ball there. Back to Dan Batman. Yeah, we've not started like we started against Leeds. Now, obviously, Leeds and West Brom play, such different football. But yeah, West Brom, closing Watford down so quickly. Good ball there, though. Kayembe picks it up. Go on, Kayembe. He's got to pass it here. Ah, well defended there by Carl Bartley. And you can see Watford are still looking to press at times, but just not at the intensity we saw against Leeds. Porteous with the throw. Richard says, all good. Was at the Leeds match, which was amazing. Yeah, I was very jealous I couldn't be there, all due to the trains not running, which was annoying. Would you keep Dennis next season? I would if Watford can afford him. And I think that's a big question. Can we get him? Can we get him on loan for another season potentially? I don't know. Can we buy him permanently? We probably could, but I think the wages would potentially be an issue as well. So I think there's lots to discuss. I think there's lots of different options available as well. Look, Dennis was brought in as a short-term option to kind of please the fans in January. It obviously worked. He's done quite well since he's been here in the second half of the season. Once he's got up to fitness. I just think money would be an issue. I think there's other areas where, yes, we do need a proper goal scorer in this division who can offer more than Rajvic and Bio does. But I think defensive midfield's an area, left back potentially is an area, goalkeeper. You would argue you might have to look at that as well. So I think there's more than just buying Emmanuel Dennis in the summer that Watford need to focus on really. And I think it's unrealistic as well to expect we would do that. I'd expect Dennis would maybe find another move to another championship club who's challenging for, the title, or even, again, another lower league kind of premiership club, really. I know it's not worked out at Nottingham Forest for him, but I think, definitely one of the promoted sides in Ipswich, Leicester, someone like that, if they go up this season, I think Dennis would be, quite a valuable asset for them. Here's Watford, though. Kayembe, again, in midfield, has had a decent game so far. Spreads it out wide to Jamal Lewis. And yeah, it's a little bit negative for me so far. We're kind of reverted to what we did under Ismail, where we go forward and then we go backwards, and then we go forward and then we go backwards. And it's just, we're not really creating anything so far. Here's a chance, though, for Dennis on this right-hand side. He drives in the box. Oh, what happened there? Kayembe could have had a shot. And he left it. I don't know whether someone called for the ball. What's going on? Kayembe really had a chance to have a shot on goal there. Yeah, good work by Dennis down the right. He put the ball across the penalty area. And Koembe, it looked to me like he had a chance to kind of run onto it and strike it. But for some reason, he left it. I'm not sure if he heard a call from someone, perhaps. But yeah, that would have been a pretty, decent chance, to be honest. Here's Andrews, though, taking, looks like he's going to do a long throw, actually, here, Ryan Andrews. The centre backs have gone up into the box. Watford doing a long throw here. Andrews looking to pick someone out with his throw. Doesn't do so. It's still in the air, though. Here's Bio. Oh. Probably the best spell of the game for Watford so far, I'd say, at the moment. The game guy says, "Where are you watching the match? It's available to buy on Hive Live. Obviously, they don't usually show 3 p.m. kickoffs here in the UK, but because it's a Monday, you can buy to watch the match on Hive Live here in the UK, or the West Brom equivalent of their streaming platform, whatever that's called." Here's Lewis, edge of the box here. Oh, that's poor. Watford committed a lot of players forward there. Koembe now, Watford's best spell of the game so far. Can we create an opportunity here? Koembe into Ismail Kone. Wesley Hute high up the pitch at the moment. Jamal Lewis down this left-hand side. Wesley Hute spreads it to Sierralta. Back to Ryan Porteous. And we're reverting backwards again. We're not going forwards. Here's Tom Delly. Still with Tom Delly. Oh, great ball there to Bio. Bio shoots and takes a deflection and goes out for a Watford corner. Watford's first corner of this match now. And some great play, actually. Some great, dynamic, running and passing there from Vacuum Bio. And he's had a couple of decent games lately, to be fair to him. Please subscribe as well to the channel if you haven't already. Trying to hit 870 subscribers today. That's the aim. So if you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below. It'd be very much appreciated. Here's Watford taking the corner, though. Oh, it's headed away very well there by West Brom. Watford looking to get it back in the box here. Lewis with a great run forward. He takes a heavy touch there, and West Brom have the opportunity to counter here. Watford trying to get some men back. Oh, Asante running through there, nearly gets on the end of it, but it goes out for a Watford throw. West Brom looking dangerous there on the counter. And yeah, okay, Yakuza, some great passing so far. He's a player I really, really like. I think Watford were linked with Yakuza a couple of transfer windows ago, actually, as well. And yeah, I mentioned before the game as well, Nathaniel Chalobah. He used to play for Watford under Marco Silva in that season. He's on the bench for West Brom today. I really like Chalobah at Watford. I thought he was a really decent player. I know the West Brom fans have mixed opinions about him, but at Watford, he was really, really good. Oh, that's poor. Ryan Porteous there, nearly scoring an own goal. I'm not quite sure what he was doing. He headed it back to Dan Batman. I'm just watching it back on the replay here. Yeah, Ryan Porteous got Daniel Batman scrambling there, nearly putting it into the back of his own net. Goodness me. And it goes out for a West Brom corner here. Nearly 22 minutes played of this first half so far. Watford giving that corner away cheaply, and it's headed back over again by Wesley Hute for another corner. Watford under the cost right now. Jacob saying it's 1-0 to Coventry at the moment. Ellis Sims with the goal. Ellis Sims is on fire at the moment. That Coventry game against Wolves in the FA Cup was such a good game to watch. I really enjoyed that. So here's West Brom with another corner, though. It's whipped in with quite a lot of pace. Watford looked to get rid of it here. Ismail Kone fell on the floor in a heap. Looks like he was potentially fouled there while challenging for the ball. Kone looks to be okay. He's getting up quite gingerly here. The referee did blow for a foul in Watford's favour. Just seeing what's happened here in the replay. Yeah, not quite sure what Ismail Kone did there. Looks like he just kicked the West Brom player and hurt his foot. He looks to be okay though. Right, Batman sends it long. And yeah, at half time, we go through all the other championship games that are being played today as well. No Premier League games today, I don't think. I think all the other Premier League games are being played tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. I did watch the Man City Arsenal game yesterday, and I have to say, I found it very, very boring to watch. I think that sometimes these big games can get overhyped. You know, I was expecting like a 5-goal thriller, and then obviously it ended 0-0. Quite a dull, boring game. Not really many big opportunities for either side. And yeah, at the moment, Liverpool are favourites for the Premier League title, aren't they? Really, Liverpool I think are 3 points ahead now. So yeah, Jurgen Klopp could be going out with a Premier League title in his final season, which would be great for him. And yeah, Watford, you know, over the years have had a couple of good results against Liverpool as well. You know, the 3-0 game at Vicarage Road. Well, Watford have actually beat Liverpool twice at Vicarage Road, I believe. I think we beat them under Quique Sanchez Flores. And then we beat them at Vicarage Road under the lights just before the COVID season. So, yeah, we've had a couple of decent games against Liverpool in the past. But also sometimes they have beat us like 6-0. So it's not been all good for Watford. Ismail Kone's gone down again here. Kone, I don't know what's going on with him at the moment. I think he's just play acting, to be honest with you. Looks like he potentially could have been hit in the face like that with an elbow, but there didn't really look like there was anything in it for me. I think he should really just get up and carry on. You know, Watford had possession of the ball there. Referee spoke to Furlong there for West Brom. And we've already hit our subscriber goal. We've hit 871 subscribers. Thank you so much, everyone. Really do appreciate it. Let's set a new goal of 875. So if you haven't already, our new goal is 875 subscribers. Hopefully we can hit that before the end of the game today. Here's Watford, though. The ball sent forward long. And yeah, West Brom win the throw. Yeah, so far the biggest action of this game has been in Watford's penalty area. Dan Batman with two quite decent saves, actually, to be fair to him, to kind of keep Watford level at the moment. Right, here come Watford again, a chance to drive forward. Here's Kayembe into Ismail Kone. Jamal Lewis making a good overlapping run here. Kone into Tom Delly. Wish someone would just have a shot or just play that pass. We seem afraid at the moment to kind of, you know, play that final third pass. Here's Porteous, plays it out to Wesley Hugh. West Brom closing Watford down quickly here, not giving them Watford a lot of time in the ball at all. And again, a poor pass from Wesley Hugh, and Watford give the possession right back to West Brom here. Right, ball sent long by the West Brom goalie. I think it's is it Palmer in goal for West Brom? Am I correct in saying that? I believe it is. Yeah, Palmer in goal for West Brom. Alex Mowat in midfield is a good player as well. Thomas Asante, looking at the bench, Nathaniel Chalobah, Grady Diagana. I really like him as well. I think he used to be at West Ham, Grady Diagana. You know, really tricky winger. Right, here come West Brom again, taking on Jamal Lewis. A lot of the action is down Watford's left-hand side. Jamal Lewis with a lot of defending to do so far in this first half. Maybe they've identified that as a weak point potentially. But yeah, a lot of the action is down Jamal Lewis's side so far. Right, Ryan Porteous with a throw here. Porteous throws it forwards. God, this has been a slow game so far. Leeds was a lot more entertaining than this. Maybe I'm just being biased, but yeah, it's not been that great so far from Watford. It reminds me a bit of our time under Valerian Ismail, actually. And actually, Valerian Ismail used to manage West Brom, if you remember, as well. So that would have been interesting if Ismail was still in charge of Watford today. Um, but yeah, I know the West Brom fans weren't too keen on Ismail and his style of play, and there's kind of similarities for that at the end for Watford fans as well. For me, it was just so negative, so passive. We looked frightened to go forward at times under Ismail towards the end of his tenure. Whereas in comparison to the start of his time at Watford, we played some pretty good football. A bit of a scrap going on here. Not quite sure what's happening. Dennis is having a go at someone here. Yeah, not there was an off the ball incident here. I think it was Vacuum Bio who was hit in the face. Dennis is furious for some reason. Emmanuel Dennis is having to be kind of shoved away from the situation by Wesley Hute here. Yeah, Vacuum Bio in kind of an off the ball incident with, I think it was Furlong there. They kind of hit each other in the face with their arms. Yeah, very strange. I mean, Bio kind of instigated it, to be honest, and then he fell to the ground. So I'm not really going to defend Vacuum Bio there. It looks like he's going to pick up a yellow card here potentially by the referee. And yeah, Dennis. I mean, Dennis wasn't even involved. Dennis has been yellow carded there by the referee. I think just for getting too angry. So yeah, Watford kind of losing their heads here early on. I don't know quite what the issue is. Just an off the ball incident, and everyone seems to have got rolled up by it. So I think the referee needs to kind of gain a bit of control in this game, really. Vacuum Bio is still complaining about something here. The game's been stopped for several minutes now to sort out whatever incident this is. Very odd, very strange. Right, the game's restarted finally after a bizarre incident there with Vacuum Bio. Dennis does well to win the ball back. It's a physical game, to be fair, but I think the Watford players have gone down too easily on a couple of occasions, really, which I think is what West Brom are complaining about. Score update in the Championship: Blackburn beating Sunderland by 1-0. And Coventry level with Cardiff. Cardiff have equalised in that game. Come on, Watford. All right, Porteous picks up the ball. He sends it forward. Dennis does well once again. Really good play by Dennis, but the referee says Dennis was coming back from an offside position, which means West Brom have a free kick. Ugh. Yeah, I suppose the positive is if we can get to half-time level, then Watford are shooting towards our own fans in the second half, which is always a bit of a motivating factor. I feel that at Vicarage Road, whenever we shoot towards the Rookery end, we can kind of suck the ball into the net. So hopefully we have a similar effect away at the Hawthorns today. Oh dear. Right, Watford with a goal kick here. Batman takes it, plays it short to Ryan Porteous, who's being pressed by West Brom. Yeah, West Brom are kind of doing the way I'll describe this game is West Brom are kind of doing to us what we did to Leeds. West Brom are the team that are, playing higher, pressing Watford, closing down the spaces. When Watford are attacking, they get their players back very quickly. Um, so yeah, it's kind of a little bit the way I would describe it. If you're not watching, is kind of the opposite. It's the opposite to what we saw against Leeds, really. So yeah, which is to be expected. As I said, Watford going away from home against a team who are clearly much better than us on paper this season. Um, I wouldn't say they've actually got loads more players who are more talented, but I just think the balance of their squad, their bench is a lot stronger in terms of depth. And clearly their manager is very, very good as well at West Brom. So, yeah, it's interesting. Jake Livermore out warming up here. Watford have a chance on the counter. Jamal Lewis could have got a shot away. He chooses to cross it against the floor instead. Um, yeah, I wish Watford would just shoot. We're getting into some good positions here, and we're not shooting on goal. That's a few times now where Lewis has been down on the left-hand side, quite far up the pitch, and he's made that wrong decision in the final third, which is really the story of our season, where we gain possession, we make our way up the pitch, and then we'll kind of lose the ball, edge of the box. The opposition will counter and score, and that's really been how Watford have conceded a lot of goals so far this season. So hopefully the second half is an improvement from a Watford perspective. Ryan Andrews hasn't really been in this game so far. He's not really had much of an impact today. He's not done anything wrong particularly. But yeah, Ryan Andrews has been missing so far, is what I would say. And yeah, when Watford regain possession, West Brom getting everyone behind the ball. All right, here's West Brom with a chance on the attack. It's out on this left-hand side here. It's crossed in. Yeah, Batman deals with that as he should do. Batman looking to distribute quickly. He does so. Come on, Watford. We just need one chance. Ideally to fall to Emmanuel Dennis, really. Um, Here's Lewis again down this left-hand side. As I said, a lot of the play so far has gone through kind of Tom Delly, Kayembe, Jamal Lewis, them three players, really. And yeah, Watford starting to look quite tired actually at the moment. Watford there had a chance to press West Brom and win the ball back, but a few Watford players were just standing around walking. Whether that's laziness or tiredness from the game on Friday, I don't particularly know. But yeah, I want a bit more energy from Watford. Kayembe's doing well. Tom Delly's added some energy as well. But the two forward players, Bio and Dennis, looking a little bit tired at the moment, I would say. Of course, there's some options on the bench. Matthias Martins you can bring on. Yassir Espria, obviously, of course, very, very talented Colombian player. So yeah, let's see what happens. But hopefully we can hold on until halftime and keep it level. And then I think for me that's positive going into halftime, keeping it level, because I'm sure under Ismail, Watford probably would have been losing by 2 or 3 goals by this point. So yeah, it's positive. The game is still level, thanks to, of course, a couple of saves by Daniel Batman in goal as well. Please subscribe to The Watford Way as well if you haven't already. Trying to hit 875 subscribers before the end of the match today. So if you could do that, that would be very much appreciated. Yeah, lots of football to come from a Watford perspective as well. Against some pretty good teams. We've got Preston at the weekend, who are having a decent season. Then we go away to Ipswich Town, who are obviously flying high in the Championship this season. And then I think after Ipswich next midweek, we have Southampton away. So some tough games for Watford. Yeah, Preston probably the easiest out of the games coming up this weekend at Vicarage Road. So hopefully Watford can get a good result at the Vic this weekend. I'll be there this time because the trains are running, which is good news. But here's Watford on the counter. Tom Deddy looking to find the right pass again, goes out to Jamal Lewis. It's blocked again. Jamal Lewis really frustrating me now because he's had a few chances there to find a Watford player. He's not done so. And here's Thomas Asante running forward one-on-one with Francisco Sierralta. He beats him, and Wesley Hute gets back just in time to stop Thomas Asante. And yeah, we've gone from quite literally one end to the other there. Jamal Lewis with a good opportunity to pick a Watford player out in the box. West Brom counter and some great defending there by Wesley Hute. Luckily stops Asante getting a shot away there. Jacob said he's going to go and watch Preston on Saturday. That's good to see, Jacob. Aiden's going to the Ipswich game as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. Yeah, I probably should have gone to a few more away games this season. It's just so expensive. I can't warrant paying out like 80 to 100 pounds in an away game because you got the ticket, you got the transport costs, you got the food. Yeah, it's quite an expensive day out, especially when you do it every week. So fair play to all the Watford fans that go week in, week out. It certainly is dedication. Referee blows up for a West Brom free kick. A really good position here, actually. I'm not sure who West Brom's free kick taker is. I know Yakusley is pretty good from set pieces. Yeah, West Brom, edge of the box here. Kayembe with the foul. Was it Kayembe? Yeah, Kayembe just blocking the runner there. Yeah, definitely was a free kick, but Kayembe gave it away there in quite a dangerous position just before half time. Just got about 3 or 4 minutes to go here before half time. And yeah, it's definitely in shooting distance. Can Batman pull off another miraculous save, or can the Wall do their job and make themselves big? Right, referee about to blow for this free kick. Here we go. If he scores from this far out, then fair play. But yeah, West Brom about to take this here. Doesn't shoot. It's actually floated in and it goes past everybody out for a Watford goal kick. It's really, really poor that. And yeah, Watford luckily get away with that one. Aiden says, I'm lucky my granddad can take me to the games, so I can go. But yes, it is expensive. Yeah, I don't mind paying for my season ticket. I mean, that's expensive in itself. I have the most expensive season ticket possible because I sit in the upper Graham Taylor stands. I pay over £500 a season to watch Watford from where I sit. So yeah, the home games, it's not too bad. It works out at like £20 a game, which I think is okay. But yeah, away prices can get so expensive. I mean, some teams can charge 35, £40 for adult away tickets. So yeah, it does add up. Like if you get the coach, that's another £20. You're talking £60 there. You're gonna have some decent food as well. You know, if you drink, that's alcohol money as well. So yeah, it can get pretty expensive. So yeah, as I said, fair play to everyone that goes. I try and do more local games, so like the London teams, like QPR, Millwall. You know, again, Birmingham. You know, I could have gone to as well, but it's all money at the end of the day. Yeah, It's expensive following Watford. What I would say is while you're young and while you can get like the under 18 prices, try and go to as many games as possible. My younger brother still gets discounted rates because he's younger than me. So that's good for him, of course. But once you become, I think it's 21 and over, you have to start paying adult prices. Yeah, the moolah starts coming quite a lot. But yeah, not long to go until half time here. Batman with a poor pass goes out for a West Brom throw. Very sloppy from Watford in this first half in regard to just our general passing accuracy, really. Yeah, West Brom take the throw quite quickly here. Hopefully, Watford can hold on until half time. It's been pretty smooth sailing so far, aside from them two Batman saves. Xylon says, I watched the first 10 minutes and it was intense and it's still goalless. Yes, the Watford goalkeeper making some great saves, Xylon, to keep Watford in this match. And yeah, I'd take this at half time 0-0. I think that's, is it a fair result at half time? Probably not. I think West Brom, should have been a bit more clinical and taken their chances, really. But yeah, that's what a goalkeeper's there to do, right? He saved it. Both opportunities. Batman looks a bit winded here, actually. Looks like he might have hurt his back. Just collapsed to the ground there after claiming that ball. He's okay, though. He's got back up. He's just holding his lower back. Right, 1 minute of added time. So literally about 30 seconds to go. I'm surprised it's that little, actually, with the amount of stoppages we've had in this game for stupid fouls. But yeah, Batman takes the goal kick, sends it long. West Brom win the first ball. Come on, Watford. Oh, God, this referee again gives another foul to West Brom. They take it quickly, looking to score before half time. Can they create something in these last few moments of this first half? They play it out wide. Jamal Lewis again with some defending to do. He stands off though, doesn't close down the man. Oh, again, Thomas Asante is probably the most dangerous player on the pitch at the moment. If he got his head on that, that probably would have been a goal. I think the cross was just put in with maybe a bit too much pace on it. And yeah, that should be it for the first half there, really. And the minute of added time is gone. Jamal Lewis hasn't been good defensively. I've got to be honest with you. Yeah, some poor, closing down and defending there from Jamal Lewis. It is half time, and it is 0-0 at the Hawthorns between West Brom and Watford. Let's take a quick look at your comments. Aidan says they should reduce the prices so it's more accessible. Talking about, obviously, the Watford prices. Richard says, I sit in the Sir Elton John stand between £33 and £38 a match, depending on the opposition. But I'm lucky he's lucky he lives a short walk from Vicarage Road. Xylon says, got to be a reason I picked it. I picked this game, 3 goals, second half incoming. Well, I hope them 3 goals you predict are coming to Watford, Xylon. But yeah, in summary, how do I view that first half? I've not been as impressed as I was against Leeds United. I feel like we've reverted back to type. We look a little bit frightened to play the more tricky passes. And the passes that we are playing aren't really falling to the Watford players. Some sloppy passing from Watford. Kone hasn't been great. Andrews has been a bit anonymous. Jamal Lewis hasn't been good defensively. I think that Ryan Porteous and Francisco Sierralta have had good games. Dennis has been pretty good. And of course, I have to highlight Daniel Batman as well for the 2 saves that he made to kind of keep Watford in the match. So overall, I'm content. I'm not overly happy, but equally, I'm not pissed off because I don't think we've been that bad. So yeah, we've been okay. We've been okay. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the live chat. And of course, we don't just have to talk about Watford. We can talk about whatever you want, whether that's football related, life related. Let me know in the live chat what you're up to this evening. But yes, we've been we've been okay. We've been okay. Let's take a look at the other championship matches actually as well. I know there's a few other games going on today at the same time as ours. Give me one moment. Let's take a look. Let's get up these scores. Right, here we go. Lots of matches. Not too many goals, though, in the championship, actually. Only a few games, actually, with goals in them. It's Plymouth 0, Bristol 0, Birmingham 0, Preston 0, Rotherham 0, Millwall 0, Watford 0, West Brom 0, Sunderland 0, Blackburn Rovers 2. Sunderland seems to have got so much worse throughout the season. I thought they started pretty well, Sunderland, looking like they could challenge for the playoff places. But they've had a bit of a mare towards the end of the season, I've got to be honest. Middlesbrough beating Sheffield Wednesday, which isn't good for Sheffield Wednesday's relegation hopes. Swansea 0, QPR 0, Stoke City 0, Huddersfield 1, and the last game is Coventry 1, Cardiff City 1. So those are the scores and the doors in the other championship fixtures. I'm going to go off for a couple of minutes to have a quick break, and then we'll be back here for the second half. See you in a moment. Hello, we have returned back for the second half. I've had a break. I've had a drink. Cheers once again. And yeah, looking forward to the second half. Hopefully, we'll see a couple of substitutions come on. I think the main guy we all want to see is probably Yasser Espria, just to create a moment of quality potentially. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Watford get on in the second half. I'm going to create a YouTube poll quickly, and that poll is going to be about Yasser Espria actually. And the poll is going to be, do you think Watford will keep hold of Yasser Espria in the summer transfer window? Because I have a bad feeling, like João Pedro last season, that if a big enough offer comes in, I think Watford will probably cash in on Yasser Espria. I think he'll probably move to maybe like a Porto, a Benfica, someone like that. Or someone in Spain, potentially. I think he suits kind of their type of football, really. So, yeah, I do think Yasser Espria potentially will leave Watford this summer. Let's get the poll going in the live chat. Do you think Yasser Espria will leave Watford in the summer? So get that in the live chat. Get voting away, and we'll come to the result of that as the second half begins. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully Watford can, as I said, get going a bit more. I think Jamal Lewis for me has been the more frustrating player to watch. Gets into some great positions. He gets to the edge of the box, has a chance to pick out a player either by a cross or with a pass. And then he just makes the wrong decision every time, which is really frustrating to me. So would I keep him on the pitch? We've got James Morris who can come on. I think this is a game where if Ken Sema was available, I think Ken Sema might have been a better option to play, but he's still got his long-term injury that he's out with. So yeah, Jamal Lewis has been frustrating. Kone hasn't been particularly great. I think Sierralta, aside from his error, has been pretty solid, as has Ryan Porteous. Wesley Hoot hasn't got into the flow yet for me. And then Daniel Batman, again, I have to highlight one more time, some two great saves in that first half for me. And yeah, he's been quality, hasn't he? So yeah, let's see what happens. Again, welcome to the stream. If you are new, if you're a West Brom fan, please subscribe. Why not? It would help me out. It would make me very happy. And if you're a Watford fan, if you've never seen me before, if you've never watched the channel before, welcome, of course, as well. And yeah, looking forward to it. In terms of our next watch along and our next live stream, it will probably be next week. So we've got Ipswich Town on Wednesday, the 10th of April. What time kickoff is that? Let's have a look. That is a 7:45 kickoff. So that'll be our next watch along. And then I'll actually be at the match this weekend. So yeah, I'll be at Watford versus Preston this weekend, which I'm very much looking forward to. I've not done a match day vlog for a few months, so potentially a vlog coming out before the end of this season. I'll try and vlog one of the upcoming home games for Watford, which I do enjoy doing. I love my pre-match food as well. Let me know your favourite pre-match go-to food. I go to every match with my younger brother, and he loves a pre-match kebab. I go to Pret usually, which, call me a posh twat, whatever you want to say. I like Pret food, Pret-a-Manger. Greg's is always a good go-to, and also a pre-match burger outside the ground as well. Yeah, I love getting a pre-match cheeseburger, big double cheeseburger for me. Apologies if you're vegan, but you can't beat a big cheeseburger from outside the ground. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to this weekend. Xylon says, have you bet on this game, Xylon? Because you keep asking me about these 3 goals. I assume you've bet some money on this game. He says, mate, do you think 3 goals will happen? I'm about to watch this game. I don't want to waste my time. If I'm going to be honest with you, probably not at this stage. I mean, West Brom should have scored 2 goals, but our goalkeeper made 2 saves. So it's up to you if you want to continue watching Xylon, if you'd bet on this match. Richard says, I believe this is about Yasser Espria in that conversation. I think Barcelona bid 43 million. Wow, where did you see that? If we do sell, we'd need to reinvest the money as when we sold Pedro and Sarr. That wasn't the case. I do agree. I don't think Watford invested that Pedro and Sarr money nearly as well as they could have done. I think there was a lot of debt to pay off firstly, and then the money that was left. I mean, we barely spent anything. We brought in Rybich for what, £1 million. Livermore was a free transfer. Tom Ince was 50k release clause. Matthias Martins was a loan. Jamal Lewis was a loan as well. So yeah, I do agree. We didn't reinvest that Pedro Osar money at all. Um, so yeah. You have bet on the games, Ilon. West Brom over 2.5 goals. I mean, West Brom, what I will say is West Brom should have scored 2 goals already. Our goalkeeper has made 2 good saves. So, yeah, it's up to you if you want to continue watching. But do I think there will be, 3 goals in this game? Probably not. It would have to be a very exciting second half for there to be 3 goals in this game. I can see the Watford substitutes warming up on the pitch now. The players should be back out at any moment. Of course, as I mentioned before, we do have some options off the bench, which I'll run you through one more time before the second half begins. So we've got Ben Hamer, of course, our substitute goalie, Tom Ince, Jake Livermore, Mileta Rajovic, Matty Pollock, Yasser Espria, Matthias Martins, James Morris, and Messiah Edwards, who is the academy player on the bench for Watford today. Looking at the substitutes, I mean, does this game suit any of them? I think Espria, it definitely does. Martins, I think with his pace and unpredictability, it could suit him. Jake Livermore, not really. I think it'd be a bit slow to come into a game like this. It's very physical, which would suit him, but with the pace that's on the pitch, I don't think that Livermore would suit this game particularly. Tom Ince potentially has got some good quality from set pieces. Aside from that, I don't look at the bench and go, really any other players would improve Watford. I think Espria and Martins are the 2 players that I'd be looking to bring on in the second half. So yeah. Here we go. The second half about to get up and running here for Watford. The players coming out on the they call it the tunnel. My mind went blank. Coming out of the tunnel as I speak. There was a slight delay to kick off as well, which means we're 3 to 4 minutes behind where we should be usually. But yeah, the weather looks nice over at the Hawthorns at the moment. Hopefully that's a good omen for the second half. Right, here we go. I'm ready to go. Another half of football for me to get stressed about. Aside from Watford, I live quite a stress-free life. Watford is, the only thing that really brings stress into my life. So, yeah, they don't do good for my mental health, Watford, I'll be honest with you. We've had some good times in the past, of course. The 5 seasons in the Premier League were fantastic. I've seen Ronaldo play at Vicarage Road. I've seen Sergio Aguero. I've seen Eden Hazard. But right now, we're watching West Brom versus Watford at the Hawthorns, and that is what I call championship football. Here come West Brom out of the tunnel, just waiting for Watford to re-emerge now. Maybe Tom Cleverley is drilling into them what they should do in this second half. As yet, I can't see that any substitutes have been brought on by either team. I'm sure that will be confirmed in just a moment. But yeah, just waiting on Watford to re-emerge now. Exodus, I can't show the game on my screen because that would be illegal. It's available to watch legally. You can pay £10 to Watford or West Brom on their streaming services, and you can watch the game today. But I am unable to show it here today because that would be copyright. And I would get banned from YouTube, which I don't want. So you're going to have to listen to me, look at me, or just choose to not tune in. Unless you want to pay for the pleasure of watching the game yourself. I do apologise. Here come Watford. Emmanuel Dennis has re-emerged out of the tunnel, looking hungry, hopefully, to score some goals in the second half. And yeah, bounce kick off here. Watford this time shooting towards our own travelling support, which is always good. Hopefully the Watford fans can suck in a couple of goals. That would be great. Fingers crossed. And yeah, be ready to go for this second half. Gavin Ward, our referee, as I said earlier. And yeah, here we go. Ready to go. Both teams are out. Referee's just got to blow the whistle now. And then we can get going in this second half. Here we go. Come on, ref. Get on with it. And he's blown the whistle, and off we go. Tom Bashiri gets us started in this second half. And straight away, West Brom win a free kick. The story of the game so far, basically, the referee just given West Brom a load of free kicks. Great. Please subscribe if you haven't already as well. Trying to hit 875 subscribers today. That would be absolutely amazing. So that is the aim. Click the button down below if you haven't already. If you're a West Brom fan, if you're a Watford fan, if you're a neutral football fan, it would be very much appreciated. And yeah, we're certainly on the road to 1,000 subscribers, which is really, really appreciated. Some great support on the channel recently. And yeah, after the game, I'll be releasing my West Brom match reaction video. So if you're interested, later this evening, you'll have a match reaction dedicated video from me about this game, some more thoughts and feelings after the game's finished. And hopefully I'll be talking about a Watford victory. But so far, so good. I mean, Tom Cleverley, this is his third game in charge of Watford. We beat Birmingham City 1-0 away from home. A great draw at home to Leeds at Vicarage Road. And so far, we're drawing away at West Brom. And I think the saying goes, draw your away games, win your home games, you'll have a pretty good season. And so far, Tom Cleverley is managing to do just that. Now, Watford, of course, can't finish in the playoffs this season. But what we can do is just have a positive finish to the season, get the fans right behind the club again, hopefully have a good summer transfer window. And yeah, we'll see who will be the permanent Watford manager in the summer. I think that's going to be interesting to see who will take charge. Will it be Cleverley on a permanent basis? Will it be someone like Danny Roll from Sheffield Wednesday? I really like him. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, there were some rumours about Scott Parker a few weeks ago. I do not want Scott Parker to be the new Watford manager personally. Cleverley for me, should we give him the chance? Probably not. He's probably not experienced enough at this level. But equally, it's an emotional game. I love Tom Cleverley. Personally, I'd love to see it. But yeah, from a realistic football perspective, I don't know if that would happen really. I've just ended the poll. 88% of you do think Yasser Asprilla will leave Watford in the summer transfer window, which is interesting to see. I think is probably our biggest asset, really. Imran Louza, still contracted to Watford, of course. He's on loan in France at the moment at FC Nantes. Having a decent season there, I believe. Decent second half to the season, Imran Louza. So he's another saleable asset, perhaps. But yeah, here come Watford on the attack. Ryan Andrews down this right-hand side. Plays a good ball into Dennis. Poor first touch. Porteous plays it back into Dennis. Here's Kayembe. Oh, great ball over the top. Vacuum Bio nearly got on the end of that. Some last-ditch defending there by, I believe, Furlong for West Brom. Here's Dennis again, edge of the box. A couple of step overs. Doesn't do a lot with it, though. Here's Ryan Porteous. Gives it to Kayembe. Kayembe switching the play out to this left-hand side. Jamal Lewis picking back up the ball. Oh, that's poor. Wesley Hute hasn't been that good today. Some poor passes from Wesley Hute. Maybe he's kind of getting back into it after his 2-game suspension. But yeah, Wesley Hute with some poor passes so far in this game today for me. Here's Porteous, Ryan Porteous, having a good few games. Again, what the hell is going on with our passing? Oh. Like, to actually score a goal, you do need to pass accurately to each other, guys. I hope you realise that. Watford win the ball back high up here. Oh, what the hell was going on? Trying some stupid flicks on the edge of the box. Just pass it to each other and have a shot on target. Right, ball spread wide here to Ryan Andrews. Can Andrews just chill out and pass the ball to actually another Watford player here? Right, pass it back to Porteous. We'll need some control in this game. Porteous with a cross here. Kayembe strikes. It's blocked. Sierralta out to Wesley Hute. Here's Jamal Lewis. into Ismail Kone. Kone turns, finds a bit of space here. Shoots and goes out for a Watford corner. Back in bio there, winning Watford a corner in front of the Watford fans. That's what we like to see. Can Watford capitalise on this opportunity? Yeah, bio's been pretty decent today. It's been good. It's one of the better vacuum bio performances I've seen from him, which is good. Right, here's Watford with the corner. I think Tom Deddy Bashir is taking it. Oh, Kayembe needs to shoot here. Yes! Come on! Come on! Get in! Come on! Get in! Oh, what a strike! What a strike! Yes! Come on! Oh, brilliant. Superb stuff. What a strike from Eddie Kayembe. I said he had to shoot. Oh, you know, that's been the issue today for me. We've not been flipping shooting. We've been playing these stupid passes. Oh, get in there. Come on. What a strike by Kayembe. He's capable of doing that as well. We've seen a few Kayembe goals from a similar position this season. Edge of the box. Such a clean strike from Edu Kayembe as well. What a player he is as well, by the way. He has to start, you know, every game he's fit, really, for me. He's such a good midfielder at this level, especially. And let's get that score changed, actually, on the screen as well. Get in there. What a start so far to Tom Cleverley's Watford tenure. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Get in there. Oja says goal. Jacob's happy, I can see in chat as well. Edu Kayembe, what a strike. What a strike. Hey, get in. Come on. Come on. Ah, oh, brilliant stuff. Now, the issue is, obviously, Watford are now playing away from home. West Brom have playoff aspirations. They won't want to lose this game. I think West Brom are going to throw everything they can at this now. And hopefully Watford can defend and hopefully get a positive result from this game. I would still take a draw personally. But so far, so good. What a great start to this second half as well, by the way. What a strike. We've seen some great goals in the past few days. Bio with a good strike against Leeds. Dennis with that solo wonder goal. Kayembe, you know, decent strike there from the edge of the box. We're scoring some good goals. Fair play. Come on, Watford. Let's focus now and actually defend, pass the ball accurately. That would be nice, ideally. Again, a loose pass there. West Brom pick up possession. Come on, Watford. Blackburn Rovers winning 3-0, by the way. God, I need a drink. I need a drink after that. Cheers. This is water. I never drink alcohol on the stream. This is water. It's not vodka or anything like that. Wow. Great goal by Kayembe. I said as well, didn't I? You know, Watford shooting in front of the travelling fans will suck the ball into the net. We certainly did so there. Yeah, fantastic strike by Edu Kayembe. He always scores similar goals as well, doesn't he? Absolutely superb. And again, another goal from just outside the box. We've scored so many goals from outside the penalty area this season. Probably was just on the line, actually. But even still, superb stuff. It's such a shame we haven't been able to play like this, you know, during the Christmas period, because up until Christmas we were doing okay, and then once Christmas happened, the season kind of went down the pan for us, really. I think Watford are making a early substitution here. Ismail Kone doesn't look that happy that he's being brought off, actually. He's just ripped off some bandages he had around his wrist. I'm not sure who's coming on here. Yassir Espria is coming on. 2 substitutes for Watford. So Yassir Espria, again, really happy with that decision. Espria, clearly one of our more talented players. And Vacuum Bio is going off. And Mileta Rivic is coming on. I'm not sure I agree with the Rivic substitution there, but Rivic on, Bio off, and then Kone off, and Espria on. So yeah, interesting substitutions there. Pleased with Espria, not so pleased with the Rivic one. I don't really rate him that much, if I'm going to be honest with you. But he could prove me wrong if he gets a goal today. I'll of course be happy. So hopefully Rivic can put in a good performance. Referee just having a word here with Johnston and Ryan Porteous, just jostling a little bit in the Watford penalty area. Watford defending a long throw here. Is it a long throw or is it a corner? I can't actually see. Yes, a long throw. Come on, you Hornets. Come on. I'm still happy. But Watford has some defending to do here. It's headed away by Porteous. Wesley Hute trying to clear it. He does so. No one up there to get the ball, though. It goes out into the crowd. Oh, God, I need to calm down. I got too excited about that goal. I need to chill out. That was good. It was good. A good goal. It was a good goal. It's just you know what it is? It's making me excited to support Watford again. I think we all got so miserable under Valerian Ismail at the end of his tenure. It was so boring to watch. It's just made me excited again. Really, really exciting to see. And actually today, it's not been a great performance overall, really. But, the moment of quality, hopefully, will win Watford this game. Dennis scoring a goal against Birmingham. One moment of quality wins us the game. If that's how we're going to win football matches, I don't care. If every week for a whole season we get scrappy 1-0 wins, I will take that every day of the week, mate. Yeah, here come West Brom. I'm surprised they've not made a change yet, actually. They do have some attacking players on the bench. I mentioned earlier, Grady Diagana. He's a really tricky winger. I think he scored quite a few goals this season as well, Diagana. Surprised he's not come on unless he's got an injury potentially. I'll take a look at the West Brom substitutes in just a moment, just to have a quick look. Yeah, they do have some good players. Alex Mowat in midfield. I'm surprised they've not dominated the game more than they have, to be fair. And again, I think the conversation has to be had. If Watford win today, which we've still got half an hour left to do, by the way, good clearance there by Tom Deddy Bashiri. Oh, it's not held up very well there by Mileta Rivic. You want him to do better in them situations as a target forward. Referee says play on. Ryan Andrews was fouled there, but the referee let the game go on. And surely the referee's got to stop the game here for Ryan Andrews, who's down injured. Surely, ref, what's going on? Yeah, Andrews is down on the floor in a heap. The referee let the game play on initially. He's just holding his knee here. Hopefully it's not too serious. Yeah, it was a contact injury there. It looked like that might have hurt, actually. Just collided with, I think it was Bartley there he collided with. He's got up. He's okay. It's good to see. Yeah, I won't get too, well, I am getting too ahead of myself. We've got half an hour of defending to do. However, answer me this question in the live chat. If Tom Cleverley wins today and he wins on Saturday, for example, surely the conversation has to be had where you give him the job potentially on a full-time basis, at least for a year, see what you can do for a year, because he's got that connection with me. He's got that connection with you. He's got that connection with the club and the players on the pitch right now. I think it's a recipe for success. Some people say it could be a recipe for disaster, but I think that the right people are there where Tom Cleverley is in charge. He's such a likable bloke. He's got so much experience internationally at Manchester United in the Premier League. He's captained Watford before. I think, he could put us in a good position. Now, whether Gino Pozzo and Scott Duxbury want to take that risk, that's to be seen. But it kind of reminds me of Rob Edwards, that where we brought in a young English manager. We didn't give Rob Edwards enough time, and Rob Edwards went to our rivals Luton and got them promoted. Now, what would happen if we gave Cleverley, who was loved by the fans, the backing, the players, the support? What would happen? I mean, you would think you'd have a positive season, but yeah, we'll see what happens. If it does happen, we'll of course discuss it here on the Watford Way. We don't just do live match watch-alongs; we do match previews, match reactions. We do a monthly podcast series as well. You can check out our podcast, the Watford Way podcast, here on YouTube and on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts as well. We have a guest on each month and discuss the matches and any transfer news that's happening around the club as well. So yeah, lots to check out. We also have our Twitter page, our Instagram and Facebook pages as well. So yeah, please give them a follow if you haven't already too. But yeah, 60 minutes gone here at the Hawthorns, half an hour of normal time to play. 2 substitutions have been made by Watford. Espria is on for Ismail Kone, who did have a poor game, to be fair. And Vacuum Bio has gone off for Mileta Rajovic. So you got Rajovic and Dennis up front. And Yassir Espria has kind of gone into that 10 position where Ismail Kone was operating in that first half. Adventures with Lennon says, I would like to see Rafa Benitez in charge. I think Rafa Benitez would cost a lot of money and he certainly wouldn't join someone like Watford, in my opinion. Oja says, so far, so brilliant from Klevs and his team. Absolutely agree with that. Oh, dear. I'm going to get really stressed now. I want to win this game. Like Leeds... I thought we was going to beat Leeds, and then obviously they scored quite late on to equalise the game. So yeah, look, I won't get too carried away, but I'm happy. I'm happy. Oh dear. I'm surprised Emmanuel Dennis is still on, actually, because obviously I think Tom Cleverley said Dennis had a slight groin injury that he's been working, that he's been playing with. So to see Dennis still on the pitch is good, but quite surprising. I don't want to risk him too much and risk him getting a longer term injury from that. Rajovic with some good hold up play. Dennis spreads it out wide to Yassir Espria. Espria dancing away in the edge of the box here. Still with Espria. Can he shoot? Here's Kayembe, edge of the box. Can he shoot? No, he doesn't. He passes it to Tom Delly. Watford retaining possession here. Wesley Hughes out to Jamal Lewis. Into Tom Delly Bashiri. Tom Delly looking to shoot. He does so. Oh, it's saved by Palmer in goal. And it's parried out wide to, I think, Yassir Espria here. Here's Dennis. Oh, he shoots. It comes off the post. It comes off the post. Emmanuel Dennis hits the post. Oh, my God. Watford could have gone 2-0 up there. Oh, goodness me. And what has happened? I think the referees called it back here for an offside or something. But what an exciting player Dennis is. Let's take a look at this on the replay. Oh, Dennis trying to sneak it in at that near post just through the goalkeeper's legs. And yeah, it comes off that near post. And a great save by Palmer from a shot from Tom Delly Bashiri as well. Or Watford might come through that opportunity. We could have gone 2-0 up. We could have gone 2-0 up there. I would have gone mental. Goodness me. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream as well. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button right there down below. We're 2 subscribers away from our goal today of 875 subscribers. So if you haven't already, please hit the button down below. It would make me very, very happy and would help us towards our goal of 1,000 subscribers here on the Watford Way, which would make us one of the biggest Watford YouTube channels in the world, which is, incredible stuff. So yeah, I really appreciate your support on the channel at the moment. But that was good. It's a shame he couldn't score from that chance, but Tom Delly with a great shot, saved by Palmer in goal. And then Dennis, a great mazy run on the byline, hits the post. So yeah, exciting stuff by Watford. And actually, to be fair, all come by some good hold-up play from Mileta Rajovic. So yes, I do criticise him quite a lot, but Rajvic kind of started that initial move to them two chances. Here's Espria. He's changed the game since he's come on. Some great skill by him there. His low centre of gravity allows him to turn away from the opposition so easily. Here's Dennis on the right-hand side. Has slowed it down a little bit here. I've almost gone to walking pace for some reason. Obviously trying to conserve a bit of energy. I'm losing my voice. I'm getting too excited. Here's Tom Delibishu. Plays it out to Ryan Porteous. Espria. Oh, that's a great ball to Jamal Lewis. He's got to play the right pass. Yes! Yes! Come on! Come on! It's Rajvic! It's Rajvic! He's scored! Get in! Oh my God. Come on. Oh my goodness. Wow. What did I say? I knew he'd score. I knew he'd score. Get in. Get in. Oh, Rajvic. Goodness me. And again, you know, that time, Jamal Lewis, firstly, Espria, what a pass that was. And then Jamal Lewis finds his man this time. Rajvic sliding in on the far post. It's not really a sexy finish. It's not a clean finish, but he does score. And that's the main thing there. And that's 10 goals in the championship this season for Mileta Rajvic, which is, you know, a decent return for a striker in his first season, really. I'm so happy, man. 2 goals for Watford. Get in. Come on. Let's change the score. Let's change the score. It's now 2-0 to Watford. Let's get that changed here on the screen. Oh, get in, get in. Great ball from Espria. Great pass from Lewis. And a good finish by Rajvic at the back post. He was there, right moment, the right time. And Watford are now pretty comfortable in this game. I mean, West Brom, you would expect they'd have to come out and play, you know, attacking football now. I don't even think they've made a change yet, West Brom, unless I've missed it completely while celebrating. But yes, Mileta Rajvic, I mean, firstly, great goal by Kayembe, started his second half. And yeah, Mileta Rajvic, I mean, I criticise, I'm his biggest critic, arguably, but he's proved me wrong there. He's come on, he's scored a goal, and that's what you want from your striker as a substitute. He's come on, he's proved me wrong. Wowee, let me chill out for a moment. Goodness gracious. Get in. Come on. Let's have a look at your comments. Oja says Rajvic. Jacob says get in. Millie, come on. Rhythm says get in. VJ says have it. Richard Lee is happy. He says amazing. You orange. Jim Williams says get in. Oja says stop dissing Rajvic. I do apologize. Again, you know, this is an apology from me to you. I'm sorry. VJ says Espria off the bench has paid off. Absolutely. I mean, you have to say people were criticizing the decision to bench Yasser Espria, but it's come on and it's made a big impact. Ellis says looks like the all is well in the world, James. I can't even get my words out. All is well in the world right now, Ellis. Oja says Rajvic is our top scorer. He certainly is. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy, man. I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy bunny, happy Easter bunny, whatever you want to say. Sorry, that's a weird comment, but yes, all is good. West Brom have made 2 substitutions. I can't actually pronounce the 2 players who have come on. Here's a chance for Watford. Espria play. Oh, nearly. It was a 2-on-2 there. Espria and Dennis were running together in a 2v2 situation. Espria just played too much on that pass to Dennis, unfortunately. But yeah, that could have been a third for Watford there if Dennis was free 1-on-1. Espria has changed this game. I mean, yes, Rajvic has scored, and yes, Kayembe has scored as well. I mean, arguably, the man of the match should be Espria, just for the way he's changed this game. But I do think Kayembe will probably get man of the match for his overall performance today. Here come West Brom. The ball's in behind for Thomas Asante. He shoots and he scores. And there we go. It's 2-1 to Watford. Thomas Asante scoring for West Brom, and it's a goal. It's 2-1, and maybe I got too carried away there. Goodness me. He's been dangerous all game, Thomas Asante. And yeah, he's played in behind there, and a great finish past Daniel Batman. Watford's defence opened up. Wesley Hute not really tracking his runner. And yeah, Daniel Batman, I mean, he's beaten. Looks like he's beaten at his near post there. I'm just watching this on the replay. Great finish by Thomas Asante, but yeah, it's 2-1, guys. It's 2-1. So yeah, Xylon, I know you wanted over 2.5 goals. That it's happened. It's 2-1. Oh dear, what a shame. I mean, I say what a shame. We're still winning this game at the moment, but you have to say West Brom now, they have their home advantage. Here they come again. It's defended by Watford. Does it go out for a corner? Linesman says it does so. Daniel Batman couldn't stop it going out. And West Brom now, guys, have 20 minutes to go. And Watford have a lot of bloody defending to do now. Here we go. Like, everyone keep your fingers crossed. West Brom here with the corner. 20 minutes left of normal time to play. I'm sure there'll be added time as well, no doubt. It's headed away by Tom Delly. Ball's whipped in. Porteous clears away this time. And yeah, unfortunately, I've got a feeling that this is going to be all West Brom from now on. Kayembe is telling the team to kind of move up the pitch because Watford were being pinned in there a little bit by West Brom. We just need to continue how we were, and hopefully we can get another opportunity on goal. But yeah, West Brom are certainly gonna, yeah, some good play there, bypassing Watford's midfield. Oh no, Asante's in behind again. Wesley Hute with a great tackle there on Thomas Asante. They're calling for a penalty. But Wesley Hute, a fantastic last-ditch challenge. Thomas Asante would have probably scored there if it wasn't for Wesley Hute making that challenge. And Watford are holding on at the death here, really. What a great challenge by Wesley Hute. That deserves a round of applause from me. Really good there from the captain today. Come on, Watford. Michael Brown, welcome to the stream. He says Cleverley is in temporary charge, but who is in the frame to get the job full time? Well, for me, emotionally, I'd love Cleverley to get the job full time. Is it realistic? Probably not. I mean, for me, I like Danny Roll at Sheffield Wednesday. In terms of another Championship manager we could get, I do like Danny Roll at Sheffield Wednesday. Of course, there's a lot of unemployed managers at the moment as well. I'm not going to name them all because I'd be here all day, but yeah, there's lots of options out there. I have some news. Watford are making another substitution. It looks like Matthias Martins is coming on here for Watford. I'm just waiting to see who's coming off. I kind of predicted this. I said Martins would probably come on, didn't I? And it has happened. Let's see. Yeah, Dennis is coming off. I did predict that. Obviously, Dennis apparently is nursing that small injury with his groin. So it looks like it will be... Well, it looks like it's probably going to be Mileta Rajovic and Martins up front. Now, I don't know how that's going to work. But Dennis has come off and Martins is on. So, I mean, let's see what happens. When Dennis come off in the Leeds game, that's when we lost the control. So hopefully we don't see a repeat today. We're in the same position. We was leading Leeds 2-1 for quite a large period of time. And then obviously late on we conceded. I don't want that to happen again here. It'll be so disappointing. I want a win. I want the 3 points. And I want to send them Watford fans travelling home happy. Hopefully the players can do that. Here come West Brom. Oh, Francisco Sierralta does a good job clearing up the mess there. Oh, Sierralta's thrown himself at everything here. Well done. And yeah, poor pass there by West Brom. Batman will claim that very comfortably. Hornets House says Dennis off. That's very rogue. Well, yeah, as I said, Hornets House. Dennis has, I believe, a small groin injury, so obviously managing his minutes. Lots of games to come. We've got a game this weekend against Preston. So yeah, obviously managing his minutes there. Michael Brown says, I know Wayne Rooney has been touting for another championship job. And because he's a big name in the world of football, I wouldn't be surprised to see him join Watford. I do not want Wayne Rooney. I mean, I don't know if you want him, Michael. I do not want Wayne. I do not want him anywhere near Watford, especially after what he did at Birmingham City. I mean, he took Birmingham from sit position to a relegation battle. So yeah, I don't want Wayne Rooney anywhere near Watford. Yes, he did well at Derby in his time there, but aside from that, I've not been that particularly impressed by Rooney. The same with Lampard, a young English manager, looks all good on paper, but has he actually had success in his jobs? Not really. So, I mean, at the moment, I'm happy to stick with Clevs, but this is a discussion to have at the end of the season, and I'm sure that discussion is probably ongoing at the moment between Gino, Scott, and all the other representatives at the top of Watford. Watford on the attack at the moment. Watford have just won a throw-in in West Brom's defensive third here. Ryan Andrews taking a long throw, hoping to kind of get a head on it somewhere. So here's a long throw. Comes in, goes behind. Is that a Watford corner? It is a Watford corner. So we've got a corner from that long throw. VJ says Sierralta has impressed me of late. He has. He's aside from the mistake he made earlier in the match, he's been good today. He has been pretty good. Here's Asprilla over to take this set piece. Can Yasser Asprilla, the Colombian magician, put in a good delivery here? Palmer has to punch it away there. Yeah, not a comfortable punch there for the West Brom goalkeeper. Come on, Watford. The time is slowly ticking down. Probably got about 12 minutes to go of normal time, plus maybe 4 or 5 minutes of injury time as well. Here's West Brom looking to counter here. And Wesley Hoot. Oh, Wesley Hoot, well done. He gets back so well and plays a beautiful ball out on this left-hand side here for Matthias Martins to do something with. Here's Asprilla. Oh, my God. Asprilla nearly scores on the half volley. Unfortunately, it's saved quite comfortably by Palmer. Asprilla on the half volley. If that was just either side of the goalkeeper, that would have gone in. But yeah, good opportunity there for Yasser Asprilla. And maybe you'd expect with his quality for him to score that. But here come Watford again. Jamal Lewis this time. He picks out Kayembe. Kayembe may be looking to shoot. He doesn't do so. Martins picks it up on his left-hand side. Come on, Watford. Come on. Ball was played all the way back to Daniel Batman. He sends it long. Here's Asprilla. He's so good. I love watching Yasser Asprilla play football. Really is an exciting player. Martins plays it to Asprilla. Doesn't have time to turn and get a shot away, though. Lewis puts a ball in. Rivich isn't there. And Kayembe shoots probably about 40 yards over the bar into the stand. But that will waste a bit of time for Watford. 11 or so minutes to go now. By the way, this is probably the most viewers we've had on a watch along for quite a while. So I do hope you're enjoying my commentary, if you want to call it commentary. But yeah, it does make it better when Watford are winning. I've done many a watch alongs where Watford are losing, and they're certainly not as enjoyable as the game today. So I do appreciate you guys spending your time with me here today on the Watford Way. Batman sends it long once again. We're on 876 subscribers now. Wow, thank you very much. Let's set a new goal of 880. Why not? Can we hit 880 before the end of this game today? 10 minutes to go. But yeah, certainly the support there in the channel has been incredible. So I really do appreciate all the kind words, and hopefully we'll witness 3 points for Watford. Here come West Brom though. Bit of space in behind now as Watford gets some players back behind the ball. Watford win it back though. Espria looking to play Rajvic in behind. Now, obviously, Rajvic doesn't have that much pace, but Rajvic picks it back up. Nice ball into Andrews. Fair play to Rajvic. He's had a good game since he's come on. Here's Lewis. Ball across the box. Doesn't find anyone again. Jamal Lewis has had lots of opportunities today. Should be doing better with some of these. You know, if that's a Ken Summer, you know, maybe Watford could be, you know, a couple more goals up if some of them deliveries had been better. Here's Porteous, spreads it out wide to Andrews. Rajvic. Martin shoots. West Brom. Not sure what's happened here. The referee's blown up for a Watford free kick in a really dangerous area. I think it was a handball. Yeah, handball. So referee's blown up for a handball. Just centrally, just outside the box here. So it could favour, you know, either foot really, a left or right-footed player to shoot from this position. Gavin Walsh has blown up for that free kick. Martins has scored from a free kick this season. Martins potentially could take this. For me, I'd like to see maybe Wesley Hoot with his left foot or Yasser Espria take this as well. So we've got a few players who could take this. Yeah, Palmer for West Brom just setting up his wall here. And yeah, if Watford could score from this free kick, then we would pretty much secure the 3 points in, I'd say. So big chance here for Watford. At the moment, you've got Rajvic, Martins and Espria standing over it. So it looks like it's going to be Martins or Yasser Espria. Oh, Martin shoots straight at Palmer. Was on target. I was getting ready to celebrate, but no, it goes straight into Palmer's hands in the West Brom goal, unfortunately. Here they come, though, on the attack. Yeah, decent strike there by Matthias Martins. He does have a good strike of the ball, Martins, actually. He should probably score more goals than he's got so far this season. I think Martins just needs to get a bit more. Is it a bit more physicality potentially? I think he can sometimes be a bit weak on and off the ball. But yeah, Martins has scored some decent goals for Watford in the past couple of seasons. It's Blackburn 4, Sunderland 1. Here's Thomas Asante driving free. And yeah, referee says he fouled Francisco Sierralta. He's being too physical, apparently. And yeah, Watford win the free kick. And Thomas Asante, for me, from a West Brom perspective, has been their most dangerous player. You know, Thomas Asante is basically what we wish Vacuum Bio was. Physical, great finisher, you know, relentless running really in behind. Bio does that sometimes, but just not on a consistent basis. Johnston's come off. Vyman has come on for West Brom. Another substitution for them. Oja says Clev's ball has been very exciting to watch so far. I do agree, Oja. It has been good to watch, especially Leeds. Out of the 3 Tom Cleverley games so far, Leeds at home was definitely the best game for me. Let me know where you're all watching from. I know we have quite an international community here in the Watford Way. Some people watch from Australia. We have people from Hong Kong, all around Europe as well. Let me know. Oh, Ryan Andrews there with a shot. He probably should have scored. Wow. Yeah, let me know where you're watching from in the live chat. I know, OG, you're from Norway. I'm obviously based here in the UK, just north of Watford. So I get the train to every match. Yeah, let me know what country you are watching the game from today. I'd be interested to know. Oh. An interesting substitution. This is going to be Watford's last substitution of the game, I believe, because I think we've used all 5 after this. Edo Kayembe's coming off, who, for me, is probably man of the match today. A really fantastic performance from him. Jake Livermore has come on to his old stomping ground at the Hawthorns here. Obviously, used to play for West Brom under Valérien Ismaël, actually. So, yeah, Jake Livermore has come on for these final few moments. Maybe a sensible decision. You know, you want that leader in there to kind of guide the team through these final few minutes. But it's just not quite quick enough for me. But I suppose if there's a lot of defending to do, you do want Jake Livermore on the pitch. And aside from Alex Palmer in the West Brom goal, pretty much every West Brom player is attacking. So Watford, basically, it's all defending now these last 5 minutes or so. I'll be buzzing if we win this. If we win this, expect a very positive match reaction from me later this evening. Then, of course, later this week, I'll be previewing the Preston game. Look out for our Preston match preview probably on Thursday. And then, obviously, on Saturday, we do have the Preston game itself. Right, here's Livermore. Simple passes, Jake. That's it. Out to Yassir Espria here. Espria taking his time. Oh, and that is it's an overhit ball by Espria. It nearly worked out. It's about a 40-yard pass he was attempting over to Jamal Lewis. Nearly got there. And yeah, about 3.5 minutes now of normal time to play. Everybody, keep your fingers crossed. Tell me if you're watching from home that you have your fingers crossed, because I certainly have mine. And, you know, this could be a very positive Easter weekend for Watford, drawing against Leeds and then hopefully getting the 3 points today. So, yeah, let's hope it stays this way. And what a blow for West Brom, by the way, if they lose this, especially with, you know, very few games to go. I think there's only 7. Is it 7 championship games to go after today? They should have really been picking up 3 points today with you know, how well they've done this season. So, yeah, they'd be gutted if they lost this. And that's Batman's to claim. That's it. Take your time, Dan. Don't get up too quickly. Do a bit of time wasting. Pick up a yellow card if you need to, mate. That's it, Dan. Take your time. Do your shoelaces. That's it. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, there you go. Batman takes it long. Oh, dear. Football's funny, isn't it? Because, you know, as Watford fans, we always get annoyed when the opposition's time waste. But in these situations, you do need a little bit of game management and a little bit of professional nous just to see the game out. 2 minutes left to play of normal time. Can Watford hold on? Lewis clears. I need some popcorn. This is like watching a like watching an action film. This is great. And yeah, West Brom, another awful pass there. Goes out for a Watford goal kick. Carl Bartley there with an awful pass. VJ says, I thought Bio was superb against Leeds. I thought he had a great performance against Leeds. Richard says, watching in my car from Watford Town Centre. You've been shopping today, Richard, then? Let me know what you brought from Watford Town Centre. There's some great shops in there, actually. But yeah, here we go. 1 minute left to go. Let's focus on the game. I'm going to ignore the live chat for the next couple of minutes just so I don't miss anything at all. West Brom urging each other to go forward here. Thomas Asante, the danger man, picks it up on his left-hand side. Yeah, that's it. Ryan Porteous with a shoulder barge there. That's it, Porto. Well done, mate. He loves it. Go on, Porteous. That's it. Yeah, that's what we like. Shoulder-to-shoulder challenge there from Ryan Porteous. Brilliant. That's him at his peak, Ryan Porteous. Superb stuff. Right, we'll find out how much added time we've got in just a moment, everyone. 10 seconds to go until the 90-minute mark. The fourth official is about to get his board out here. I reckon we'll probably see about 4 minutes of added time. Let's see what they say. Just waiting for it to appear here on the screen. 5 minutes of added time. 5 more minutes of football to watch. Okay. Let's buckle in, guys. 5 more minutes. Keep them fingers crossed. Keep them fingers crossed. And the thing is, Watford aren't really playing for anything. Excuse me. We've kind of avoided that relegation battle now. We're not going to get into the playoffs. So for me, these players should be playing with, all the freedom they've got. Oh, big chance here. Edge of the box. Oh, for God's sake. No, they've scored. And it's Leeds all over again. We've bottled it. We've bottled it again. I mean, I need to watch this on the replay. Did it take a deflection? It looked like that went in, a bit too easily, perhaps. Was it Carl Bartley with the shot? Furlong here? Oh, it looks like it come off the post, actually. Fair play. I think it was Furlong with the goal. Oh, my God. It was coming. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I mean, I'm mixed between disappointment and being proud. Again, it's like Leeds. I mean, there's still time for West Brom to get a winner here. Let me change the score quickly on my screen. It's 2-2. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What a shame. What a shame. Oh, what a disappointment. Now, do you Watford go for it again, or do you Watford get everyone behind the ball? That was coming. I mean, they have the quality there, West Brom, but that's gutting for me. And a shame for Cleverley as well. 2-2 at the Hawthorns. I mean, it's been a great game of football to watch. It really has been. The first half was quite boring, but the second half is come alive. And again, I think it was more a case of, some tired legs, people not quite tracking their runners, not getting the block in. I think if that was earlier on in the game, that goal never would have happened there. Just not closing down, the players quick enough, really. But I'm not going to complain too much. If we hold on for the draw, I'll take it. As I said, try and win your home games, draw your away games, and then, you're set for a decent, end to the season, really. So yeah, let's see if Watford can do anything. We've got 2 minutes left to play. I think Watford are just trying to control the possession here. Livermore spreads it long. West Brom regain possession though. Oh dear. Ryan Porteous with some defending to do here. He was in a 2v1 situation there briefly. West Brom fans urging, of course, their team to go forward and hopefully nick the winner in this. I'll be gutted if West Brom win this. Gutting. Absolutely gutting. Oh, God. Watford giving away the ball there quite easily. Tom Delly giving the ball away. He picks it back up, though. Porteous clears. I mean, the players do look absolutely knackered. The amount of energy they've expended in the Leeds game and this game today has been nothing short of, excellent in terms of work rate. It's just gutting. We haven't been able to hold on. Really annoying. 1 minute left to play. Can we hold on? Come on. Come on, Watford. I'm sure the fans will give the players a big, ovation at the end if we can hold on to this, because it overall the performance has been, pretty good. 7, 8 out of 10 for me for it, just in terms of work rate alone. It's just, again, individual errors defensively have let us down at times. It's just about tracking the runners. The Thomas Asante goal early in this half was about tracking him. I think Wesley Hoot lost his man, and again for that goal there. we lost our man again. But Watford have a chance here. Lewis is broken free by the corner flag. Can he get a delivery in? Oh, he does so. Look to find Ryovic. 10 or so seconds to go here. Here's Wesley Hoot. The ball's whipped in. Oh, it's cleared again. Can Watford keep the pressure on here? 5 minutes has been played. Here's Yassir Espria looking to find someone. We can't go backwards because the referee will blow up. So we've got to try and go forward. Andrews in behind. Oh. What a shame. And I think that's going to be it. I think that's going to be it. What a shame. And yeah, that's a draw for Watford. That's full time. 2-2 draw away at the Hawthorns. What do I say? Like, let's talk about the game for a moment. Wow. Firstly, again, first half wasn't great. But look, a great performance from the lads. I've got to be honest, really, really impressive overall. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless, really. Let's just talk about it briefly. A great second half to watch from a neutral fan's perspective. Really, really enjoyable. I think we can all agree, and let me know if you disagree in the chat. But I think we've played some good football in the past few weeks under Tom Cleverley. It's good to see us scoring some good goals as well. Kayembe's goal was great. And great play for the Ryovic goal as well. Great pass from Espria. Good ball across the box from Lewis. And Ryovic was back post to finish. You look at the teams we've faced as well. Leeds, Birmingham and West Brom. We're undefeated in all three. Tom Cleverley still undefeated in his first 3 games as Watford head coach. I think we can all be happy and pleased with what we've seen. And yeah, I'm delighted. I'm not delighted with drawing the game. Of course, I would have much rather we defended properly. But yeah, I'm happy. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section quickly before I head off for something to eat. And yeah, I hope you guys have had a fantastic Easter, of course, as well. I've got lots of chocolate to eat, which is going to be great later on. Again, I love eating chocolate. Obviously, the Watford players, I'm sure, have to limit their chocolate intake. Otherwise, the sports scientists wouldn't be very happy. But yeah, I hope you guys have had a fantastic Easter weekend. 2 great games here on the Watford Way as well. I really enjoyed the Leeds game. I enjoyed the game today, watching along with you guys too. Thomas Asante, for me, was the best West Brom player today. Great finish by him for the first goal, and the second goal was quite poor defensively, albeit it was a pretty good finish off that far post. And yeah, overall, how would I rate Tom Cleverley's first 3 games as Watford manager? Probably an 8 out of 10, to be honest with you. Really positive. I love the bloke. He's a legend for me. It's all smiles. It's all smiles here. So I don't want to keep you guys on here too long. I'll end right there for you. So once again, I appreciate all the comments, all the subscriptions today. It means the world to me that you guys spend your time here, listening to me spout nonsense half the time. It means the world. And yeah, I'll catch you again for my West Brom match reaction later on tonight, probably around 7 p.m, half 7 p.m. UK time. You can catch my full reaction video to this game where I dissect where Watford went wrong, where we went right, and look ahead to the fixtures coming up in the near future. So I'll just read a few of your comments before we head off. VJ says 3 good results. Very happy with our new manager. I agree. Rhythm says since Dennis come off, it always goes to pot. But overall, it's a very good performance. Matt 2890. Welcome, Matt. How are you doing? He says, since Clever's been there, the team's work rate has improved. I do agree with that. They now seem to never give up. Richard Lee says, would have taken a draw beforehand. Thanks for the stream, James. No problem at all, Richard. Really appreciate you tuning in, of course. And Ellis says, see you soon. I'll see you soon, Ellis. And thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to The Watford Way if you haven't already. Let's see what we ended on in terms of subscribers today. Far exceeded my expectations. 877. Wow. I really appreciate the support. It's been great. It really has been. And yeah, have a great rest of your evening. I think we can all be proud to be a Watford fan today. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.